What's going on, everybody? The Scenes Podcast, Episode 6. We got a special guest today, Cole Magnotta.
Let's go. What's up? Hit that thumbs up button, boys.
Let's go. Big Knicks fan. Let's get started with the NBA playoffs. Tim, what do you think?
All right, so last night we had Suns wrap it up against the Clippers in 6. Chris Paul is a menace to society, dude. Holy shit. He tore the Clippers apart in the fourth quarter. He made Pat Bev turn into a pussy. Like he looked like a serious bitch at the end of the game. Like it was awesome to see. You guys watch that?
Yeah, did you see Pat Bev? He pushed him off. Someone put on Twitter, they're like, look at Pat Bev giving a nice massage to Chris Paul. And it was like his hands. It was hilarious.
No, yeah, it was very strange. He really got under his skin. It was fun to see. And then we got a Bucks Hawks tonight. Game 5. Trae Young and Giannis are both out. What you guys think about that?
I'm not gonna lie. I got the Hawks. I mean, I probably shouldn't say this. I put 100 on the Bucks last game. Lost it all. I put 40 on the Bucks before the game, minus 9.5.
Oh,
they were getting killed in the beginning. Fucking all my money. I thought they were gonna come back. And yeah, it didn't work out. But,
fucking
so now I'm Hawks all the way. So yeah.
We're just a bunch of degenerate gamblers at this point.
Just me.
Yeah.
So what do you think about? So you think Hawks in 7 or Hawks in 6?
Yeah, I think 7 probably.
You think
they'll probably lose one more.
What do you think? Trae Young doesn't come back. They still have a chance.
Oh yeah.
You think they're gonna win?
Great. They're a good team. Their team overall is like really good. Whoever's their executive,
Hey,
I just think it's like they had one good game without Trae Young. I think the Bucks are gonna win tonight because I think the Bucks roster without Giannis is better than the Bucks roster without than the Hawks roster without Trae Young. I think they had one game last night. They had a good game. I know you're disagreeing with that a little, I could tell, but I think Chris Middleton's better than any player on that team.
Yeah.
And Chris Middleton's gonna carry. I think he's gonna have a great game. Wouldn't be surprised if he dropped 35 tonight. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sure, but I don't know, man. The Chris Middleton's gonna be getting doubled. First off, Nate McMillan, best coach on that court.
Great coach. Great coach.
Yeah, they got great shooters all around. Bogdanovich, Kevin Huerter, the White Mamba.
Goat.
Dude, they have great shooters. They drafted great too. I mean, Donovan hurt, but Okongwu comes out now.
So Cole, we talked about this on the phone the other day about how the Hawks assembled their roster and how we feel like that's like a really good way, like a good formula to emulate for other teams. You basically got, what would we say? You need 1 star minimum. You got Trae Young, and you need a rebounding big and a rim protector, and you need a lot of athletic wings who could shoot. Yeah.
It's not a championship squad.
I mean,
I don't know, but
I wouldn't talk too soon, Tim. They could win this year.
I don't
they
think
all
so.
can shoot. Everyone on the team can shoot besides Clint Capella.
I mean,
they're all shooters.
Right, but it's not a championship squad. Not this year.
I mean, they might be.
Trae Young
Not this
comes
year.
in, wins a championship.
I mean, I would love
Oh
that.
my god!
I mean,
we were saying that that's like a really good formula for a winning team, though.
You gotta make the team fit so perfectly.
Yeah, it's such a well-fit team.
They have great play style.
They don't fit well together.
Yeah, I mean, they got a terrible system there. Ben Simmons has got to go. They can't win without Simmons.
I don't know about
Simmons plays
that.
the 4.
I don't know about that.
Nah,
They cannot win with Simmons. There's no chance.
I'm not at point guard. Simmons is not a point guard.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, but play him at power forward.
It's hard though with Embiid though. Embiid is clogging up the paint the whole time. You can't have Simmons clogging the paint with him.
Yeah, what are you gonna have 2 guys on opposite blocks on the post? Like it won't.
Well,
work.
what are you going to – okay, then
You need to stretch 5. Embiid is stretch, but he's not.
yeah, but Embiid's an all-around fucking stud. Like, he could do anything on that court.
Yeah. It's tough.
So you get rid of Ben Simmons and
You gotta give him to a team that like the Warriors.
that's what we said that.
Because-
Like,
and
if
they
he
would-
played that
they would
Draymond
get,
Green role.
Maybe they trade for him. Maybe they can get a Porzingis too. Like they need a stretch at the big. They're probably gonna trade Wiseman after this year too. I think. But.
Yeah, I think Wiseman's going. Ben Simmons, he could go to the Bulls. I could see him going to the Bulls. I mean, if he goes to the Bulls are a playoff team. Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic, and Ben
Cole
Simmons.
don't agree with these takes
No,
right
I
now,
agree.
Chris.
I agree with you.
I don't know.
No, they'll make a playoff team definitely.
They'll be a playoff team, no doubt in my mind.
I just don't think that's not gonna be putting them over the top.
That's a Bulls
I don't
trade
think the
though.
Bulls
That's
would do
something
that.
the Bulls will do though,
They might,
because
yeah.
Bulls don't have a timeline right now. They
They
traded for Vooch. So
Bro,
like
Ben
that,
Simmons is not a point guard.
that means
bro.
they can't. Yeah, no, he'd have to play the 4 there.
He's not a
surely.
point guard.
Yeah, but they traded for Vooch, so it's like almost like they're in a win now mode. It's like I don't know what that trade was meant to be.
Yeah,
But
that was so
You were
dumb.
talking
It was-
about
it's
that
a
a lot.
stupid- It's a stupid trade. So I think if they're going for that, they might as well go all in, get Ben Simmons, make possibly a playoff run. But
But you know what we gotta,
No, yeah,
realize.
100% keep
Hey,
Zach LaVine.
you know what we gotta realize is, I feel like whenever we talk about this kind of stuff, it's always like, don't make a trade don't make a trade for like a above average star kind of, right? Unless you're gonna make a run for a championship. But like, what happened to teams that like the Hawks this season that are not a super team, and all it took was a couple injuries of key players on opposing teams, and you could still make a run even if you don't have, you know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
I mean, I see your point where you say don't trade for Vucevic if you don't have like a real shot at winning it all. But like, as you can see, like this year, like a middle of the pack team in the Hawks can make a run if the pieces fall into place.
it's just a very unlikely thing, though. Like it's.
I mean, who's to say that like you don't like Zach LaVine could put up 30 points a night.
Yeah.
Vucevic puts up 20 points a night, 12 rebounds, and then you bring in a guy like Ben Simmons who could facilitate, and then like who's to say that they can't do something
Yeah, I think if Ben
like
Simmons
something, not win it all. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that like let's say
But-
a lot of injuries happen, and then you get lucky a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you make a playoff run, but what's the point of making a playoff run? Like, because
You-
no matter what, at the end of the day, Hawks lose in the finals. Who gives
Okay.
a shit? Who gives a shit?
You rather be competitive or just be bottom of the barrel all the time?
Well, I'm not saying that, but it's the run doesn't matter. Like playoff runs don't matter.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but the standards for every team isn't championship or bust.
Yeah, I think
The standards are not
growth-
championship or bust for
growth
every
is
team.
very important. Like first off, the Hawks are going to be amazing next year just because of the experience that they got.
Yeah,
No
I
matter what.
agree. I mean, I don't think the Hawks will do as good. Probably, I could see
No.
I could see the Hawks being a first round exit, doing exactly what the Heat did last year.
Sure.
I mean, they're a great team. I like watching them play, but they're not a special team.
But that's okay for them to be competitive. Like that's a good thing for the league, if anything.
I-
That you don't have a super team that's competitive.
But okay, it is good for the
It's
league.
great for the
I'm
league.
not disagreeing with you, but we look at the Raptors when LeBron was in the East. They were
Yeah.
they were competitive
Okay, but-
every year.
But they got close.
Well, they won it.
No,
obviously,
yeah,
LeBron
but
won
that was
it,
different. That
I'm
was
talking
different.
about. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like with LeBron. Obviously, they didn't ever get past LeBron,
Yeah,
but
but I mean,
they got close. You know, they were competitive. Like, who's to say that like LeBron gets hurt and then they go through? Like, dude, all I'm saying is that it's okay to be competitive. You don't need to
Yeah.
build a super team or tank because that's so
Yeah.
bad for the
No,
league.
I agree that, but being competitive, you got to stay young too. That's important. Like, I'm just
Yeah,
I'm
don't
just
take
going
on
based
bad
off
contracts.
experience
Yeah.
because the Knicks were the oldest team in the league in 2013, and
They sucked.
they were good that year.
No,
They were
no,
good that year. They were
that-
the
it's-
two
Yeah, but it sets you up for
seeds.
failure.
We knew that was
No,
it.
yeah, after that.
And then we were like, what's gonna happen?
I
in
mean,
the future?
same thing happened with the Nets when they traded for KG. They were the oldest team in the league at that point.
And then you
Yeah.
take on really
They-
bad
they-
contracts
yeah.
on
That-
old
that was,
players.
like, they traded like a lot for that. Oh,
No,
that
yeah,
was
they
bad.
they put their entire team on the line
But-
there. It didn't work
and
out.
Ended up working out in the late.
No, yeah, I mean Sean Marks the goat, Nets GM, great GM, but I don't know. It's like I get what you're saying. Like it's healthy for the league, but like no team wants to be the competitive team. No team wants to be the
Yeah,
Raptors.
but it can
How
happen.
about that?
But it can happen though.
It can, but
If you stay competitive for long enough, you'll be good. You'll be a good team,
Exactly.
and you'll be one star away from maybe being a contender.
And then some guys like,
And what does that
Like,
mean,
oh, if
though?
a guy
Well,
like
if someone wants out, and they're like, oh, this area like Atlanta's looking nice, bro. Like I don't know, it's looking cool. It's all the players.
you
are
got a
having
guy.
fun.
Let's say you got a guy like Kawhi, right? He looks around the league. I'm not saying this is just super hypothetical, but you look at a team. Let's say Pacers, for example. Like Pacers, like you just said. Let's say they stay competitive for a long time, or let's use the Hawks. Let's say the Hawks stay in this type of
Okay.
groove, right? And then in a couple years, they actually consistently are like a top 4 seed in the East. And then a star goes, I want to do something different, and they choose Atlanta. And then Atlanta all of a sudden is a championship team. They have all the pieces around them, and then all they need is a superstar. I don't like the championship or bust mentality because it builds a losing culture.
It's hard. It's hard for like first off, it's 29 teams and like.
Yeah, like not every
all
team
of
is
them
gonna be a
lose- all
super
of them are
team.
gonna lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's 30 teams. 29 teams are gonna lose.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
But-
change or bust. Like
I think that's a bad
you can say
mindset.
that for Lakers, Celtics, those big teams that make it all the time. But
Yeah, but you gotta. It's like no team goes into the season thinking like, oh, I want to compete. I want to make these.
I disagree with that.
Win.
I disagree with
okay,
that.
You could have that, but like it. Yeah, I mean,
I
okay,
don't
so
think
the
that's
Knicks.
true.
Knicks this season they were like, all right, yeah, we want to come and make the playoffs, but like, so you guys made the playoffs, but like,
Okay, but that's good for the team.
It
It's
is good
great for the team.
but like I just don't. I think it has to be championship or bust in the NBA now.
I
Like
don't-
you look
I
at all
don't-
the fucking teams. Look at all the super teams there are. Like the Nets have a
Yeah,
super
for
team.
those teams, it's championship or bust.
But
Not for every team.
Like the Hawks, even if the Hawks get a superstar, God
Bro.
knows if they play a healthy Bucks, a healthy Sixers.
Yeah.
I mean, Embiid fucked up his meniscus, but like,
Somebody has to make the playoffs. It can't just be 3 teams make the playoffs every year. Those other teams are gonna try to win. They're not gonna just tank.
oh well, yeah, they're gonna try to win, but like they're
But
not.
Woody,
gonna
I don't get your point. You're saying it's okay to lose. It's okay to just tank every year if you're not a championship
I think he's
team.
saying, like, if you don't win a championship, like, don't be like happy that you made the playoffs. Like, it's not like
Yeah, that's what-
there's
well,
no
no.
moral victories or something.
I think there definitely are. I think you have to be realistic, bro. You can't just be like, oh, if we don't win a championship, everyone just fucking crawls into depression.
Well, I'm not
Like
saying
you
don't
fucking,
gotta call
they're not gonna win every year.
The Nets are calling into a depression.
That's different. That's just.
I mean, oh my God, we're talking about Julius Randle.
No, I mean, hey, we made it, with your logic right now, Tim. We did the same thing you did this year.
Yeah, you did. We lost in the playoffs. That's what it is. That's how sports work. If you don't win, you lose. That's how it is,
true.
Not
bro.
first, you're last.
Ricky Bobby.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I disagree with that in terms of like building a team. Building a dynasty does not happen with just bringing in a super team and then, you know what I mean? Like it takes years of culture of building a culture and a winning mentality. I think you're underestimating that.
Okay, but like I get what you're saying, but like
It's the truth. Like that's like to build a franchise. That's what it takes. It
it's
takes
just hard
years.
to build a franchise like that. We don't see it. That
So how do you
much
build a
anymore.
franchise then?
Like we don't see dynasty. We're not going to see dynasties anymore.
Well, wait.
I
The
disagree
Warriors.
with
The Warriors
that.
did
Why?
that.
How do you build a franchise then if that's not the way?
I mean, no.
You
that's
just
how
you
build
get
a
lucky like the
franchise,
Nets
but-
and you get 2 superstars in one offseason.
I mean,
That's how you do it, I guess nowadays.
look at the
I mean,
teams, bro.
NBA
Look at the
was-
Lakers. Like Lakers are like they got LeBron bang. They trade for AD. Like they're a
Yeah.
superstar.
I got it.
That's how it happens in the
No,
NBA.
I
I'm
agree
not
with
saying
that.
You're
I
right.
love
No.
it. I'm not saying
No,
I
no,
love
I agree.
it.
I
There's
know.
other ways.
That's
You
how
still-
it
you
is.
still build a
That's what I'm
dynasty.
saying. I'm saying not every team is attractive as the Lakers or
Yes.
like that's what I'm saying. Not every team has like not every team can say, "Oh, if we don't get LeBron this offseason, we're fucking tanking." Like some teams are going to try to build a team and that's what the
just-
Hawks
Look at
did.
It's just-
OKC.
it
They got
sucks.
30 draft picks. They're gonna try to build.
They're doing it a certain way and we'll
Because
see if
it's
it
like
works.
small market team. The big market teams have it easier, obviously.
Yeah, that's a good point
I agree,
too.
but I mean, yeah, for the smaller market teams, I guess, but like,
You're talking about the big market teams like the Nets right now, the Lakers, the Clippers.
yeah, I mean, Nets
Like-
weren't a huge market
Yeah,
team
they're-
though.
they're in
They're New
They were
York
in New
and
York, but,
they
like-
they
I agree,
clearly
but
they
not-
attract players.
They weren't a huge market team until very recently.
Yeah.
I would say now they're.
New York's a big market no matter what.
Yes, but in New Jersey they were a small market.
Yeah,
Because New
100%.
Jersey's
But
not
I'm
New
saying
York.
like very since
It's a shithole.
Even when they first moved over Brooklyn, they were still like small market.
Well,
Yeah.
And then they got, like,
because
a billionaire owner and like I don't know how long that guy's been owner. But
No, yeah, it's
but
weird.
my whole point is that not every team has the luxury of just getting superstars in one offseason, and I think that it's okay to make the playoffs and not win it all if you're a team like the Hawks. It's progress
I mean,
and
yeah,
it's
I mean-
creating a winning culture, and I think that's very very
I
important.
mean, good for them, but they're gonna need another superstar to win.
Yeah, but they might be more attractive now that they actually went farther.
All right, that's fair. Like, okay, that's fair, but you still need another superstar to win.
let's get the draft.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
want to talk about NBA draft?
Yeah, let's talk about the draft.
All right. So
So what do you think, Cole?
yeah, what do you think about Cade Cunningham?
He Cunningham, great player, good player.
You weren't as high on him the other
Nah,
day when we were talking.
I'm not. No, no. Listen, he's a good player. He's gonna go number one because the
No
media
doubt.
says he's number one.
It's a
But
good point.
I still think Jalen Green will be a better player. I think he's more polished already right now, and I mean they're both very polished. They're both very polished, but I think Jalen Green has like a way more better like I don't know, NBA style. Like he's a great facilitator. He played in the G League already, so he played with like actual NBA players. Like probably better than like the Euro League.
Yeah, I think Jalen Green's definitely like I think he's gonna be the best player. He's the most NBA ready. Like
He also played in the G League too.
Yeah, G League Ignite. That's why. I think if
I don't
you
know if you
play
said that
there,
already.
it's gonna be you got the best chance of being the best player. Because if he was bad in there, like we'd know, like maybe he's not NBA ready. He won't be that good. And I think if a lot of players went through that, we'd realize that there's not as many good players as we think there are in the draft. Because you look at the draft, the 2 or 3 of the top 5 picks are only good. The other 2 are usually shit. Like you could look back in every draft; it's almost like that.
Sure, but
Depends. I think every
Yeah,
draft
it
is
does.
different.
But like if you look at Cade, obviously he's 6'8". He's got he's MJ Magic Johnson being like he's 6'8". He could do everything, facilitate amazingly. He's not that athletic.
You know, we said
he's
that.
good both hands.
You know who got that same exact comparison? Lonzo Ball a couple years ago. The great facilitator, big point guard.
No, he's not. He's not Lonzo Ball. He's better than Lonzo Ball. He's gonna be a scorer.
Those were the same comparisons, though.
He's gonna be no. First off, he's gonna be a good player, but I just think Jalen Green's gonna be better. I think if you're number 2 though, you have to take Jalen Green number 2. If he doesn't go 1, which he won't.
Who has the second pick? The Rockets.
Rockets have the second pick.
They need it. They could fill any hole.
He could be that guy where he could.
Rockets literally could draft anyone.
They need a scorer. I mean, they have Christian Wood as a center. He's really good.
They got to take.
They got Porter.
They have Evan Mobley. I mean, he's a good skilled big man, but you know how I feel about big man.
You're not feeling the big man in this draft?
No, Evan Mobley is probably the best big man since who's the last big man? Let's see. When was the last good big man to get drafted top? Because I don't think I wasn't a big fan of him.
Maybe Towns.
Towns was 2015. Obviously, wasn't the same year.
Who was 16?
Ayton, I know Ayton. But I wasn't big on him.
Ayton, yeah.
I like Luka over him, but he's obviously really good.
Yeah, I mean, we look at Marvin Bagley. Marvin Bagley sucked. Like, he's been shit. I think the big man.
Even Ayton, I wouldn't have taken him top 5. Even though he's a great player, he's a 15-10 career. He's gonna have 15-10.
He's gonna have a great career, but
like, you gotta go.
I'd rather take
take a risk and get like Trae Young, because they were saying Trae Young is gonna be trash in the draft. They're like, oh, he's not gonna be anything. Now, like, they have Stephen A. Smith saying he's better than Stephen Curry already. But like,
yeah,
you gotta take a risk on him, Trae Young, because
and you see guys, you say guys like D Book they drop all the way to like
13.
13,
He will be a good player as long as he stays healthy, and that's another thing that big men do not stay healthy.
Yeah, but I mean, it's easier to come by a good guard than a really good guard than a really good big man. So that's why teams take a shot.
It's also easier for big men to be like, if you find a 7-1 big man in the second round,
he'll be good. He'll be good.
He'll be good, but he could be good.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, like it's a lot harder to find like an Embiid.
But in today's game, the superstar guard is more valuable than the superstar big.
Yeah.
And you see Jokic got drafted second round.
Yeah,
you could find a gem in the late round like a big that's in the late rounds, like late picks. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, big men. It's a lot of big men. Like they need a lot of time to. I think big men are they're developmental players a lot too, because I mean, it's different from being I mean, every player once they're drafted, it's weird, but they have to develop a lot. But big men, you go from playing college guys and bodying up college guys to going up against fucking Embiid. Embiid's massive.
Yeah.
So I think big men are definitely bigger projects. Definitely bigger projects.
Because they'll be healthy all throughout the college because they're bodying up smaller guys, and all of a sudden you got Embiid, you got Jokic, you got Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
And you're also
overrated.
Yeah. All of a sudden but these
Rudy Gobert
these guys,
overrated.
You go to take it up on these guys, and they send it back. They put you to the floor, and now you're a 7-foot guy going to the floor 3 times a game.
Yeah.
Takes a toll on your body after a while.
It's scary.
You think Rudy Gobert is overrated, Tim?
I mean, yeah, because he's a 3-time defensive player of the year. But I mean, he's good. I think Rudy Gobert's good. But
wait, you said overrated and 3 times defensive player of the year in the same sentence.
Listen.
Yes. I think his defense is good, but he's not a 3-time defensive player of the year. I'm taking Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is a better defender than Rudy Gobert.
Sure.
Well, he's a different kind of. He's a perimeter defender compared to.
I mean, it's regardless. It's I think having a Ben Simmons on your team is more impactful than having a Rudy Gobert on your team, because you have a Rudy Gobert, a very similar player. I'm not saying skill wise, but Jared Allen type, Mitch Robinson type. These guys that go up there, jump with these players, block shots. That's a Rudy Gobert type of build. But if you want a perimeter defender, it's much harder to get a perimeter defender that's elite. Because I mean, everyone could jump up and block shots, not easily, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree, but I think there's a reason why Rudy Gobert is so accredited for being such a good defender. It's not not everyone does what he does.
Yeah, I mean he stays out of foul trouble too. A lot of
He's a great defender.
No,
too.
he is a great defender, but I think he's overrated. So.
Well, I mean, you can't really compare them two defensively because they're completely different.
Well, you can't.
You just said it. It depends what you value more, like you just said.
Yeah, but you
can't compare them directly because they're two different types of players.
I mean, you can't compare them directly, but they're playing for the same. They both want the same award, so you have to compare them directly.
Yeah,
you have no other choice.
You can because
but one is a perimeter defender. Well, I would say perimeter defenders are more valuable, right? Like you just said.
Yeah.
I don't know, because you want a help side defender is very important in the NBA. When you blow by of Trae Young, and you have Capella.
That's true. Yeah.
Or blow by anyone.
But how can you say he's overrated though? I don't. I mean,
I don't know.
No one's saying that he's gonna put up 25 points a
He's
night.
making too much money.
Yeah, but everyone makes a max. Every
Rudy
star
Gobert's
player
like
gets a
10
max.
top 10 paid player in the NBA.
Look at,
He's
Yeah,
overpaid.
but everyone
Shit.
gets a max
who's the
though.
bum from the Lakers? He wants him 120 million.
Dennis
Dennis
Schroeder.
Schroeder.
Look at this guy. 120
Scrotum,
million.
scrotum.
Oh my god, if that guy makes that much money, that's a problem.
But that's a good point because most above average, not most above average players, I should say, like if you're a star player on your team, like you're gonna get a max.
Get a bag.
Yeah, but
Like everyone, all the star players get maxes. It's not like there's no layers to it. They all get maxes.
Yeah, but
know?
I mean, like I think Gobert might be on a super max.
We got drafted there, so
I may be mistaken though.
No,
He's one of the top NBA. He's like I think he's top 5 or he's top 10 in pay for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's got a massive contract.
I mean, some players are gonna, like Luka's gonna get a crazy contract this summer.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd rather have Luka have a crazy contract than fucking Rudy Gobert.
Well, no shit, no one's denying that. I'm just saying I don't think he's like
he
overrated.
I think he
has a lot of value.
I think he's a very replaceable player. Like you could definitely replace him.
Yeah, that goes back to the point with the centers.
Well,
Like
yeah,
you think they're a little overrated.
That's why I said don't draft center, but he could be.
Yeah, okay, so we just had our statistician AJ Frank hit us with a elite stat. He got paid 4 years, $205 million,
Yeah,
the
that's why
highest
Shaq is
paid center of all time.
Oh,
right?
we all know the
Of all
markets
time.
change over the years. There's more money now.
Oh well,
You
yeah.
can
I
get-
mean,
that's
I'm
fine.
not
Listen,
disagreeing.
yeah.
We're paying Mitchell Robinson 1.9 million next year. Like,
See,
take a
like
guy-
I would
take a
10
guy in the-
times better.
Yeah, take a guy in
I
the second
don't-
round. No, he's a second round pick. He's gonna get probably close to 15 right after that. But
15 million a year instead of 50.
Hopefully,
Like
yeah.
50 million a year. I mean,
if someone is willing to pay more, like you can't pay that guy more than 50 million because guess what? Nerlens as well, pretty good for what he's making.
For what he getting paid, yeah.
like, you
Good
can
value.
You can get a guy.
So
I agree with that.
So we think that there's like the value, like you can get more value for a big that's cheaper. You know,
Yeah.
you could get a player that's
He won't be
cheaper.
as elite, but he'll be.
he'll do the
You'll
You
job.
get the
Dog.
you can
Like,
do a job for you.
Dude,
yeah.
you pay Mitchell Robinson 15 million. He goes to the Jazz. Rudy Gobert's out of there. You have 35 million a year in cap space to sign someone else. You could sign a very good player with that money. So that's what I think. But you want to? I think it's about time we talk about the Knicks.
Let's
yeah,
get it.
it's time.
I've
it's
been
time.
waiting. I've been
Yeah,
waiting for this. So I think we should talk about the Knicks free agency system coming up first. They got 51.3 million in cap space, first in the NBA, most cap in the NBA.
Could be 60.
Some notable free agents I have. Lonzo
Got it all
Ball.
in his head.
Lonzo Ball's been linked with the Knicks a little bit. DeMar DeRozan. Yeah, I mean they have some possible Carmelo bring back. I'm just Kyle Lowry.
They're coming on a veteran minimum.
No, please stop with the old guys, man.
Mike Conley. And
No, stop with the old
I'm just naming notable
Alright, keep
free
going, keep
agents.
going.
And then this guy's not really too notable, but I actually saw an article today about it that Kelly Oubre is.
Yeah.
You guys are probably going to sign Kelly Oubre. I think that's a good signing.
That's not terrible.
Listen,
If for the right money, it's great.
no. I trust the King of New York, Leon Rose. Listen,
The King of New York.
Listen to Low Main by
Lil Uzi Vert.
Lil Uzi Vert. He says that in it.
I mean, yeah, Lil Uzi Vert's also an idiot. Come on.
He also
He's from
sucked.
Philly too, I think. So he's whatever.
All right.
But,
he's got a diamond in his
yeah,
head. He's a
yeah.
degenerate.
But yeah. So what were you saying? You're saying
Yeah. So who do you who would you like to see the Knicks get in free agency?
I'm all about ZO2, Lonzo Ball.
CEO too.
Get me Norman Powell
Okay.
Oh,
or like
really?
a Duncan Robinson type.
A shooter.
And try to trade up and get James Bouknight maybe. I like him.
So what? How
James
far you
Bouknight,
need?
who is that?
Would you need to trade up?
This guy, he's probably going around from 12 to 16 area.
I mean, so you have 19.
Who is
And,
that?
you have
Who is
19
that?
and 21.
19, 21, and 32.
32. Okay, that's a really good pick.
Who is that? Who's what did
James
you say?
Bouknight. He's from UConn. He's like a combo guard, probably a two, more of a two, and he's just a great scorer. He
said
had
you
20 last year.
You said you like Corey Kispert, right?
Corey Kispert, yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like he'll fall
He's
into that
a
range
great
as well.
wing shooter. Yeah, he'll fall into that range. I'd rather get a guy who could handle the ball, but yeah, obviously, Tip said he was looking for a wing. I heard in an interview, so he might go for a wing, and that means we're going to sign a guy point guard range. We're going to sign maybe anywhere from Kendrick Nunn to we can get a.
Okay, yeah,
Goran
Kendrick
Dragic,
Nunn's.
we can
Yeah,
get-
those guys are free
we can
agents.
get
Lonzo Ball's the
Lonzo
the
Ball's
goal
my guy,
though.
but
That's what we
We
want.
probably have to trade something for Lonzo Ball, and don't forget about Luka Veldoza. Low-key guy from Argentina. We
yeah.
signed him.
No.
No, we'll probably trade him, honestly, in the sign and trade, though.
Yeah.
He'll probably
He'll be out.
involved in it.
He'll be out of here.
Well,
Get him out.
But if we're getting Lonzo Ball, we're going to have to probably trade one of our picks.
Can we
though.
get that name? Can you say that name again?
Luka Vildoza?
Okay, so remember that
From
name.
Argentina.
He'll be out of the league in 2 years.
No, watch him in the Olympics.
No, I'm
He'll be
fucking around.
playing
I'm
for
fucking
Argentina.
around. No, I've seen him play. He's not bad.
He's not
so-
bad. He's terrible.
Yeah, fucking ass. So what do you? There's been a lot of speculation about the Knicks trading R.J. Barrett, and I've seen a lot of Knicks fans are not happy about it. R.J. Barrett is the guy of the future in New York. That's what it seems like. That's how everyone's talking. Let's hear it. Can you rant for us, please?
Listen, I'm not the guy.
Please, this
I'm
is
not
what
the-
I
I'm
need
not
right
the guy,
now.
Listen, I'm not the guy gonna say you can't trade RJ for God. Like, I'm not dumb enough.
Oh, yeah,
here.
that was-
GMs have to. Anyone is up for trade besides like top 5 players in the league. Anyone's up for trade.
Even that.
I mean,
like,
unless
you
they,
could-
even if like
Yeah.
he wants out.
Well, the only way a top 5 player gets traded is if they want out. Yeah.
But like, yeah, to say a 21-year-old, you're not gonna trade RJ Barrett for, I'm not trading for like a Bradley Beal, no way.
No way.
But
So
if
Dame,
you gotta get what?
what would you trade him for a Dame? I mean,
It's
this
hard to say no.
is all right. So this is a mock trade I saw. It's like a pretty realistic one. I mean, you guys are giving up a fuck ton for
Yeah.
Dame.
Everything, literally their future.
It's like
Melo over again.
so you're getting Dame for RJ, Obi. I think losing Obi is not too big. He didn't really impress me. Quickly, I thought Quickly was good this year, so that's kind of I thought.
Quick's our guy. We like Quick a
I
lot.
like Quick.
I think he's pretty good. Then you give the 21 and 23rd year wise first round pick, and then 22 and 24 pick swaps for in the first round also. I don't know how protected they are or whatnot, but yeah, I mean, what do you feel about that? You think that's way too much?
I just first off, Dame is Dame, but I don't want to give up our whole team and be the Portland Knicks and not be have Dame, Julius Randle, and like get JaVale McGee and like
Yeah.
like
Talk more into it.
a bunch of other guys that are bums. But
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think it's like I don't think if you guys just got Dame, it'd be enough because I think Dame
No,
and
it
Julius
wouldn't be-
Randle
it
is
wouldn't
not
be
enough. So
It wouldn't be enough. Not even
yeah,
even
and
close.
especially with like now we have time to play the waiting game right now. All of our guys are young. We could wait until Kevin Durant's 39. Like we can wait. Like we have young guys and wait out the fucking big guys and start develop. Like
No,
we have years. Like,
I agree. I also saw this mock trade. I feel like you guys are gonna fucking hate this mock trade, but I'll just bring it out there. So Knicks get Kevin Love and Con Sexton.
Con Sexton's actually not bad.
No,
for point guard.
yo, listen.
he wants
Not-
a max though. He wants a max.
Yeah, no, not for
I
me.
mean, RJ's gonna want a max soon too.
But
Soon. He's been in the league
he's
for
only-
2
he's
years.
He's only in 2 years.
Oh yeah, I mean,
He's got another 3 years at least until he gets a max.
so then you got for RJ, Obi, and then there's some sort of picks. I'm not really too sure. The picks are like unclear, but that's a mock trade.
No,
You guys could take on Kevin Love's contract because
No.
there's. I mean, this is just from a third from a neutral perspective. You guys take on Kevin Love's contract. There's not any fault to you. The free agents this year are not like crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what his
So-
contract's like, but you let it expire.
So I know how you feel about this. Haven't you said like, if the Knicks are gonna make a trade, it has to make us into a contender, like a serious trade. We're gonna give away our future, make us into a contender. If not, if that trade is only for like a Colin Sexton or a Bradley Beal, even though Bradley Beal is
No.
much better than Colin Sexton, but
Yeah.
you're saying that like it's not worth it because we could build on our young players and they're all on fucking rookie deals.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hate to break it to you. There's no trade the Knicks can make right now that would make them an instant contender. I don't think, unless somehow you guys keep RJ in quickly and obtain a superstar. That's like the only way, and that's a stretch. I
No, we
think.
still wouldn't.
No,
No,
yeah,
I don't
like
think we
that's a
would.
We
stretch.
still wouldn't.
So-
yeah.
Would you
That's
guys
what
like
he
to
said.
Would you guys like to see no trades this offseason?
He likes that. You want to
I'm
ride it
fine with-
out.
No. We gotta trade. We can't be taking 3 draft picks, so we're gonna have to trade something.
So,
But not like a blockbuster
Or like maybe
trade. He's
trade
talking.
up or trade for like a sign and trade for Lonzo with our picks, or
okay.
maybe sign and trade Duncan Robinson or someone like those, like small level, like Norman Powell. Just get
Yeah.
guys like that.
Just to improve, not
And,
necessarily
like,
to
Colin
uproot our whole
Sexton-
team.
Colin Sexton's good, but like first off, I heard a lot of his teammates don't really like him, and then we got to bring in that fat bozo,
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love. Like I don't
mean,
want that guy.
He
Bozo.
he was picked the USA team over Julius Randle.
Whatever.
No one cares. Yeah. The Olympic
Listen-
team roster's a joke. Come on.
Listen, I'm hyped that it's Obi Toppin and Mano Quickly are on the USA Select team. They're gonna be practicing with
Oh yeah, I mean,
big guys. That's what I'm hyped about. I don't care about Julius Randle. He's gonna be grinding in his own gym. Whatever. He doesn't
Some
even,
random high
He
school.
doesn't need to be playing against like China or something.
I mean, I get
China.
it.
RJ's playing though. That's
Came
what
off the bench though. That we didn't like.
No. I thought he did. I showed up late. He played.
Oh, you did start.
He started.
Okay.
He dropped 22 first game, 16 second game.
Wait, what are you talking about right now?
The
Canadian.
Olympic qualifiers.
Oh,
were
RJ?
the last 2 days. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys think RJ's gonna be a serious like top shooting guard in the league? Because a lot of Knicks fans are really high up about him. So I want to hear what you guys think.
It's too early to tell, but
Yep.
I mean,
year 3 is gonna tell a lot. I'll tell you that.
He had a big jump from last year to this
It's
past year.
efficiency wise, huge
Yeah,
jump. I
he had a big
Yeah.
jump, and especially in his 3-point shooting. He was
Three-point
much
shooting,
better.
his free throw went from 64 to or 66 to 78.
oh, that's huge.
His
I didn't know
three-point
that.
was like 29, maybe 31. Now it's 40.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
those
was
are serious improvements.
yeah. The
Serious
3-point shot.
improvements.
You love to. The thing is though, at the end of the
Volume
game,
is my problem.
yeah, at the end of the game, they don't seem to trust him yet. That's
You-
what we would always complain about.
Well, he's good at the end of the game. That's the
But
thing.
they don't trust. No, but
Because
yes.
his ball handling, because he can't facilitate the ball, and he's got no. First off, Julius and RJ have no right hand. They gotta fucking work on that.
Yeah, you guys have no big game players yet. I mean, Derrick Rose actually. But
Derrick Rose is putting it.
He's
but, like,
he's your big time. He's your big shot maker. He's the Chris Middleton of the.
But
the
if
Knicks.
he's like playing 30 minutes, like he can't be doing that. At
No,
the end
yeah,
of the game.
he's.
But if we get a decent point guard, he's only playing. He can play the last 5.
We see RJ's potential. Like we see what he can
But
become.
you can't say he's gonna be a star.
Yeah, we don't know that yet.
All-star yet.
But
I mean,
he's
I've
gonna
heard that. So
he's gonna be a
I
good
just want to hear
player.
what you guys want.
He's gonna be a good player. I think no matter what. But to see if he jumps to like becoming a star or even a superstar, that's like yet to be seen.
Yeah, just wait. But he could be.
He's got to
a great two-way
develop.
player.
He's got to develop. He's a young kid. He's 20. He's 21 years old.
I think isn't he younger than Quickly? I'm pretty
Same
sure.
age. Probably younger because Quickly was 21 before him, but
Yeah, Quickly got drafted. I saw that.
they're the
I
same.
thought
They're
it was
both
funny.
21 because he just.
But RJ
Okay,
reclassed in high school. I'm pretty sure, right?
Obi Toppin's 24. He's older than Frank.
Are you serious?
Most of those guys, like a lot of those big
Holy
time
shit, I didn't
players,
know that.
reclassed in high school. So that's why they're like.
Obi was a
Obi's
senior when he got
24?
drafted.
I
Obi
did
was a
not
senior
know
when he got
that.
drafted, and he also probably reclassed. So he's like, yeah, he's like
Yeah,
24.
quickly
Jesus
definitely
Christ.
reclassed because he was a freshman and he got
Was he?
drafted. Yeah, he definitely reclassed in high school.
Yeah,
No doubt.
I like Quickly a lot. I think Quickly is definitely a guy you want to keep around. I think he surprised me a lot. I mean I watched a few Knicks games this year, but he was a big surprise.
So what are some realistic predictions you have for the Knicks next year?
Oh yeah, I want to hear this. I really want to hear this.
All right. So wait, like just I hope first off I hope we keep the same basically the same round team because we had good chemistry last year. So I hope we get we need a point guard obviously. Alfred's going to China. Thank God.
See
He's
ya.
going with Kuzma and Joe Harris.
Yep. Thank God. The Shanghai Sharks. They'll be nice though.
They're taking the same plane.
But yeah, we gotta upgrade at the point guard position. Whether it be first off Reggie Jackson, we didn't name. They can't give the Clippers if they want to keep Kawhi Leonard. They can't pay Reggie Jackson more than $10 million, which the Knicks can. So I like Reggie Jackson.
I did not know that.
He's a big name, yeah, too.
Oh,
Obviously,
that-
I started seeing that. Obviously, he's been popping off.
I'd take Reggie Jackson.
Oh yeah, I think
I
Reggie
would take
Jackson's
him.
great.
You know, if you take him, you got to take him on a 1 or 2 year deal. But
Yeah.
still, because he's 31.
I don't think he's gonna take that though. I feel like Reggie
No, I
Jackson
don't
had a
know.
good enough playoffs to.
We'll see. But
to
again,
get a bigger
what
deal.
team's spending money on Reggie Jackson?
Pistons, like a team like the Pistons. I mean,
Yeah,
he
Pistons
played
are
in
paid.
he played in Detroit already
Sure,
though.
you can go.
But,
You can go back to
see
Detroit.
ya.
Have
See-
fun.
see
go
ya.
back to Detroit,
funny
buddy.
about Dennis Schroeder. I think
don't-
Dennis
oh.
Schroeder's gonna get overpaid by the Pistons. That's
Okay,
my
good,
prediction. That's my
good.
prediction.
Good.
Good, let him.
No, yeah, I don't.
Get maybe sign and trade Lonzo Ball. Frank, bye.
think
Kevin Knox will probably be traded.
You think Frank's? You just said Frank's not gonna be in the team next year.
He'll get if you get maybe like a vet min I can't see him making more than
Can
$2
he get a
million.
vet min?
I mean,
I don't think
I
so.
don't-
22. He's gonna get it.
I think you can. I mean, you gotta think
He could get a min, not a vet min.
whatever. You played 4 years, you're
Bro.
a veteran, man.
I don't think you qualify for a vet.
I don't know how
vet
it
min.
works. I'm not a GM, but
No, yeah,
whatever
I
the
know.
minimum contract you can get, that's what you're gonna get, man.
So what place in the East do you see the Knicks being at?
Anywhere from I see probably 6 to 4 spot. I think we should be at least a 6 seed next year. In the
Okay.
East, we have to win at least more. We have to win more than 41 games again, but
Yeah, which I think
that's
is
an
doable.
82 game season though. So it's 10 more games. You should definitely win 41 more games.
So I think the teams that are better than the Knicks, like obviously you got the Nets, the Sixers, the Bucks. I think the Hawks will probably have a better record than them. And I think the Celtics will have a better season this year without Kemba, but the Celtics and Knicks are going to be close record-wise, I think.
Celtics need to make a big move this I don't know.
No, yeah. They definitely do. I could see them making a move. They could bring in a player like Reggie Jackson. Like, you know.
If Tatum and Jaylen Brown stay healthy, like the Celtics are going to be like very good in a couple years.
Yeah.
They get some like maybe one or two more pieces around them, like solid role players.
They're another team you got to watch out for Dame, though. They could
They'll be
trade
good.
Jaylen Brown and a bunch of picks for Dame.
I don't think they'll do that, though. I think they're going to keep Jaylen Brown and Tatum. I don't think they do that.
I think that. I think
I
if
don't
they could
think
get
they
the
do
right
that.
trade, I think they would.
No, I don't think they trade Jaylen Brown or Tatum.
Because I think Dame and Tatum is like an elite duo. Elite duo.
Brown and Tatum right now are both like the same age, and they're both going to develop together, and they're going to grow into great players. Both of them.
I mean,
and
yeah.
I think that teams would rather have that longevity over maybe a 10-year span than Dame for maybe like 4. Dame's what, 30 years old now?
Yeah.
What has he got, 4 years left in his
He's
prime?
31, got 4 more years left on his contract.
In his prime, how many years does he have? 4? 3, 4?
Sure, but he's got 4 years left on his contract, too, which is perfect, so they don't have to worry about signing him.
No, but what I'm saying is that like Tatum and Jaylen Brown are both going to be superstars, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's
rough, man.
it's tough to say.
Tatum,
You think they're gonna be-
1,000% is
I think-
already a
yeah.
superstar.
Is there, yeah.
But
He's already a superstar, and
I think
Jaylen
Jaylen
Brown, no?
Brown's good.
He's a good two-way player.
He's a good two-way player. He hasn't proven to be
Don't-
like superstar.
Not yet. He's a star.
possibly.
He's a
the only
star.
problem is their defense would suck if they had, because if they got rid of Jaylen Brown, they'd probably have to give up Marcus Smart with that thing, a couple picks.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
fucking hate Peyton Pritchard too. I don't know why I hate that guy.
Sure.
He's a bitch.
I don't know where shit.
All right.
We're talking about the Celtics.
Yeah, sure.
I got nothing against the guy.
I haven't thought of that guy.
He's sitting his ass on the fucking Celtics bench.
But,
Yeah.
like, their defense is going to be
He
like
plays.
Portland's defense, but their offense is going to be insane. But their defense would be bad next year.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they got Dame, and they got no Jaylen Brown, no Marcus Smart. Their defense is going to be horrible.
Yeah, Marcus
Horrible.
Smart is a menace to society. Also, he's first team all menace.
First team all acne.
Oh, come on, that's a low blow.
Here's my the Knicks next year though. I'll give you the full team.
Okay, let's hear it.
Starting
I'm
point
excited.
guard.
Starting point guard Lonzo Ball.
Yes. Here we go.
Shooting guard.
This is what the fans are waiting for.
Two, the shooting guard. We got
LeBron James.
first off low key. No, shut up.
I'm just
Low key, Emmanuel quickly could start at 2. I'm not gonna say he's gonna start. I'm gonna keep RJ at the 2, and we're gonna re-sign Reggie at the 3, and then we're gonna put obviously Julius and hopefully Mitch is healthy.
So it's the same team plus, and we got
Lonzo.
Lonzo.
You're gonna want to hear the same. So we got D Rose again, 6-man. Or another bench guy, 6-man is gonna be IQ Emmanuel quickly.
IQ. I
And
like
then,
that. I haven't
Obi,
heard
Obi.
of it.
We still got Obi.
Obi Toppin's gonna be there. He's gonna improve. He was playing good in the playoffs. And then so our 3, I don't think we're gonna re-sign Alec Burks. He'll probably be get paid. some money.
That's a big
So,
loss for the Knicks. The Knicks
that
relied
third-
on
but
him
that
a
third
lot.
will be either our pick if we got a pick. Maybe it'll be like Chris Duarte, who's a good shooter.
He's from Oregon, right?
Oregon shooter, he's good shooter. He's like 23, 24, but he's
already polished.
Guy, but
He's
he'll
a little
be
more
good off the
polished.
bench.
Yeah.
Really good off the bench. And then I want to re-sign Nerlens as well.
I feel like we don't keep our picks though. I feel like we definitely package those picks and try to trade up.
We might get one pick though or we might have to give a pick though for Lonzo Ball though.
Yeah.
Sounds
We
good,
should definitely use those picks though that we have to trade up for like
Do
a top
something,
10
'cause We
pick.
can't take 3 guys obviously because there's no way. And then obviously our 11th man, the goat himself, Theo Pinson, baby.
No, he's a free agent.
No, we're signing him back. No way.
Vetmin.
Fuck.
Theo Pinson's the goat. We're signing him back.
Fuck. I love Theo Pinson too.
He's so fucking useless.
He's
No way.
he's a-
dude,
he's a
all the-
team
all the-
guy.
All the players literally love him. They literally want him signed. All the players love him.
no,
so you
yeah.
gotta sign him.
I mean, he got dropped from the Nets,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
I love.
They got
Theo
Mike
Pinson.
James instead.
Mike James is
a
lit.
baller,
Mike
though.
James is lit.
Yeah.
He just doesn't play any defense because he's like 6 feet flat. I love watching the guy. He's a crafty point guard. EuroLeague.
Chris Paul's 5'11".
Another question for
Yeah,
you.
but Chris Paul's good on defense. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Another question for you. What do you think about like any potential stars or superstars getting traded this offseason other than Dame? You see anything?
Ben Simmons is it, man. Maybe.
Oof, this
I mean, I see Lowry on a sign trade. I don't think
What's
he's a superstar though.
This is a tough one.
Superstar. You're saying superstar.
Star, like a good player. Like any big trades this offseason other than Dame?
I mean,
I
I
don't
think
think
if
Dame's
Dame gets
happening.
traded, I think they might blow it up and
I can see
fucking.
Towns.
They could trade McCollum too. I think if Dame gets traded.
I can see a
Probably.
Towns trade. Karl-Anthony Towns could get traded.
That's an interesting one. I think Towns needs to get his ass out of there.
And
I think Towns will give it one more season there.
I could see Towns going to the Warriors for Wiseman and a bunch.
And the 7th pick.
That'd be fucking
Even he got their own
nuts.
pick that they gave up.
That would
Yeah.
be absolutely nuts.
They could even trade D. Russell for something. They got to figure something out. And,
Yeah.
Timberwolves need to do something.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm
could.
kind of sad.
But
D-Russ fell off a
apparently
rock.
they're trying to relocate in a couple years. I heard that.
Yeah,
Really?
A-Rod said that.
A-Rod
'Cause
said it.
A-Rod owns him now or something.
Rod's like, yeah, they're coming to New York.
Yeah.
That would be so.
They're coming to the Bronx.
But they got to change their name no matter where they go because it can't be like the Seattle Timberwolves. Like, unless you go to Vancouver, maybe that's a thing. Maybe Vancouver.
I mean, I heard Vancouver was a good city
That-
to have a team in.
That'd be cool. I mean,
It's just
I
fucking
mean,
so far out of reach forever.
we need a Las Vegas team. Let's be real. The Kings got to move to Vegas.
Any
Yeah,
other
Kings
stars?
definitely will move the key.
Any other stars? Is that it? Towns?
Yeah, I don't see any big trades. I mean, you could see some player options. I mean, Chris Paul's gonna opt out. He'll probably get the max with the Suns.
Chris Paul to
Which
the
is
Knicks.
crazy. He's gonna get another 3 years with the Suns. He's gonna be like 39 at the end of that.
And then they're gonna get LaMelo Ball after. That's my prediction.
LaMelo Ball.
What?
LaMelo, yeah,
Why?
LaMelo Ball's going to the Suns.
We're gonna.
No,
What?
that's
I'm gonna
far-
forget.
that's far,
I'm gonna
man.
forget I even heard
Yeah, I'm
that.
not gonna hear that.
No, yeah. I mean,
All
we're
right.
gonna clip
Another
this.
player option. Kawhi Leonard will
Why,
probably
though?
accept his player option.
What the? Where'd you pull that out of?
No, I don't know. I was thinking. I was like, after Chris
Ooh,
Paul retires,
Dinwiddie.
there's gonna be a good. Oh yeah, we can talk about this in a
Dinwiddie's
second.
done.
After Chris Paul retires, LaMelo Ball is going to be off his rookie contract. The timelines add up. They're going to want another crafty point guard. And I see LaMelo Ball fitting right into that system.
Is this his rookie contract? No, he's gonna sign. No one ever doesn't unless he doesn't get a max. No one ever doesn't sign their rookie contract.
No, after his shit expires.
After his rookie contract
Yeah, but
expired.
you can only get the most money with your team you start from.
Yeah.
So like no
Yeah,
one
but-
ever
But why?
goes to a different team.
I mean, he could though. Like if New Orleans, Charlotte.
That rarely does. Usually, if the team you get drafted to, you sign your first like big deal with.
Yeah.
So it usually happens.
Because you can only get the most money from that team. Like Luke can get the supermax, but you can only get a 4-year deal, like $40 million less from a different team. It's weird how it works. But
Oh yeah, I just think that'd be fun. That'd
Yeah.
be fun because you get it. I mean, LaMelo Ball's nowhere on the level as Chris Paul, but they do have the same play style kind of, and I think it'd be fun. Him and D Book would be a fun.
You think they have the same play style?
Not same place. I mean, like I just feel like they're both kind of crafty point guards. Like I think LaMelo Ball can get a bucket when LaMelo Ball needs to get a bucket. It's like Chris Paul type, not like Chris Paul esque, you could say.
Yeah, I don't
You
see
don't-
it. I don't see the
you guys don't
comparison.
see it?
No, I don't see
listen,
it.
I like LaMelo Ball. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of him though. He's not the real deal. I mean, can't really.
Yeah,
His 3-point shooting is decent. His playmaking is nowhere near Chris Paul. I mean,
Well, I'm not saying he's
his
like
defense isn't there.
he's a project.
he's a
player.
project,
He's,
so
he's a rookie. I'm
Yeah, I'm
saying
not
there's
gonna
a possibility
disrespect
it
him,
could
but-
happen.
Sure.
All right. So what about?
Oh, we can talk about Dinwiddie right now.
Dinwiddie, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He has a player option. He's gonna opt out probably because he wants to make some money. So he'll probably take a 1-year deal. I'll take Dinwiddie on a 1-year deal. I didn't mention him. I would definitely take him on a 1-year deal because he's gonna prove himself. And then we have options next year. Oh, and we can get
I don't want to lose Dinwiddie. I love Dinwiddie.
He's gone. He's gone.
He is, yeah.
He's gotta watch
He
out with
declined
a
his
certain
player
deal.
option.
He did decline already.
He did, yeah.
Oh, so he's going to the Lakers.
He did.
He's gonna be on the Lakers. You could see that. He's gonna be on the Clippers, one of those teams, because he wants to go on a team where he could be, a scoring option, like, So he could go to the
Yeah.
Knicks, but I don't know if the Knicks would go after him. But
Yeah, it's
If you
tough.
go to the Lakers,
there's also
Fizdale goes to the Lakers. Oh.
worst coach of all time. Worst coach of all time. Oh my God.
Davy Fizz.
All of a sudden, we have the same team last year to this year with like Emmanuel Quickly is the only other change. All of a sudden, we're a 40-win team with Tibbs. Come on, come on.
I mean,
Yeah.
Fizdale wasn't a horrible coach in Memphis, though.
I think that speaks more to Tibbs' ability than it
Maybe.
does against Fizz.
Maybe. But
Tibbs usually
yeah, but
It
another
creates a
guy.
winning
Who's the
team
white
anyway.
guy from Pacers? TJ or CJ McConnell?
TJ McConnell.
TJ or CJ?
TJ McCollum is
CJ McCollum.
It's
He's
TJ
good.
McConnell.
TJ McConnell.
McConnell.
He's another guy who's free
I don't
agent.
like that guy.
I don't mind him. He's a defending point guard. That's Tibbs would love that. And he could score a little bit.
I think we need like Lonzo or
Lonzo,
Reggie.
he's got the size.
Lonzo, he fits the system.
He's got the Alfred size that he loves so much. Starting that guy. 30
fits the
games.
system.
30 games, man.
So I want to ask you. I feel like this is a good one. I think you would enjoy this. How much influence do you feel like the media plays on decisions that organizations make?
Ooh.
Yeah, they play too big of an influence. Especially the first picks, like Markelle Fultz, number one. I was never big on him. We all liked Tatum. We all liked,
Bro, they knew about his shoulder injury though before the draft
but
too.
he wasn't. I don't know. He wasn't really that good. He didn't do too much for me. Like John Morant, when you saw John Morant, like, oh shit, like this guy is a point guard. Like he can be a point guard at the next level. I didn't see.
Markelle Fultz didn't do much in college.
Yeah, but even like when you see Cade in college, like he didn't carry his team to the, to winning like 3 or 4 games. Like you gotta carry your team. He didn't even play good I think they lost the first round.
Yeah, people kind
you
of
got John Morant like carried a bum team 2 games.
Murray State.
Murray State.
Like that guy was gonna do that because he's an NBA player.
The media definitely like kind of chalked it off as Cade is like an automatic number 1 pick for like
because he's size.
kind of I feel like prematurely a little bit
because of his size. But if you look at like Derrick Rose, Kemba Walker, these guys are NBA players because they ball.
In college, they were elite.
They were elite.
Like, they were so elite.
You could tell you're taking this guy number 1. He really wasn't that elite in college. Like
I feel like D'Angelo Russell's a perfect other example. Like he was like number 2. Like everyone said it was gonna be Towns and him or like Okafor, but probably him.
Yeah.
And like
Okafor
what?
went off in college.
But I think
but the thing is though they were kind of right. Like Okafor's game didn't really translate well to the modern like NBA. But the thing is like these guys like they come out of college. Like it's just like hype around them, like for whatever reason.
I think it happens in every sport though.
No doubt.
Like every sport, you go into the draft most of the time, you know who the number 1 pick is. Like we all came into the NFL draft last year, being like, "Oh,
Anthony Bennett."
Yeah, no, God.
Yeah, that was. Don't talk about that.
Yeah, that was terrible. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's kind of that's why I asked you that because I feel like it definitely does play a big like whatever ESPN says. Like if ESPN will like say something and then people will run with it.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes in every sport too, I think.
No, I know, and that's what I'm saying.
I think you got to go with who you think is going to be the best. Like if I was taking number 1, I'm taking LaMelo Ball.
You know what the real problem is?
Green.
You know what the problem is this?
Jalen Green, I was big.
I'm taking Jalen Green.
A big problem is that if a team does what you just said and like kind of goes against the grain and takes another player, if that player is great, he's like he doesn't. You know what I mean?
His first pick.
Oh, it's like he should be that good,
Yeah.
even though beforehand they said he was going to be shit. And then, but if he turns out to not be as good as like the guy that was supposed to go number 1, then like they get fucking scrutinized, and then like teams are almost forced to like they like fire guys based on like that kind of stuff.
You look at a guy like Wiggins. Like remember him? He was like, oh, number 1. This guy's gonna be next LeBron. Like, dude, this guy is.
He's a bona fide scrub.
No, he's not a scrub. He's a decent player in the NBA, but. Number 1 pick. He's not changing your franchise. I mean,
but like he could. I remember watching him in college. They were like he can do no wrong. Like,
but he
wasn't
like
that
shit.
Elite. He's such an elite talent.
He wasn't that elite. Like you saw Zion in college. Like that guy was
Bro,
elite.
Embiid was on his team in college.
Yeah, I mean
Wiggins and Embiid were on the same team.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's so crazy. But yeah,
we got anything else?
I feel like media influence is like. I feel like the media is like the enemy of most of these teams. Like they run them in. They'll get you fired or they'll.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you're the GM, you're getting fired.
Media has so much influence today in anything in life. Honestly, it's more than just sports.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that's Tim. You got anything you want?
I mean, I saw the stat today. This is the first time in 37 finals where a teammate of Shaq has not been in the finals. It's just like I love.
Want to hear this stat? The last 74 seasons, there's been a New York Knicks player
Shut it off.
who's been on the Knicks in the finals. They got Monty Williams is going to be there.
Langston Galloway.
You got Langston Galloway, and then you got there's also players on who's on the Bucks? Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis the beast.
Legend.
And then you got Gallinari,
Nick Legend.
who's on the Knicks too. But yeah, that's about it.
Bad Gallinari.
I hate Gallo, but I don't know why. I mean, I wasn't really. Because he was on the Knicks when I was like 9 or 10, so I really didn't. Really
He got
watch him,
booed
but-
bad when he got drafted, but
No, but yeah, he got the Porzingis. I mean, he was pretty good.
he
but-
was good for you. He was good for you guys.
Yeah, we traded him for Melo,
Anytime
and then that didn't turn out.
Anytime the Knicks draft a foreigner, they just freak out.
Oh yeah, no. PTSD, man. PTSD.
Frank again, and then
Frank. We actually cheered for Frank that was the
for
worst
no
thing.
reason.
We actually booed Frank. We booed Frank. He would be pretty good. But. And you have Kevin Knox, and he doesn't play.
Shit
So.
bag.
All right, Kevin Knox.
All right, that should do it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could wrap it up now. It's
You
all
got it,
over. Well, everyone, thank you for tuning in to the Scenes Podcast, especially against Cole today.
Special thanks to
You know,
Cole for
he
sure.
did a great job today on his first go at it.
Did
but,
did his diligence, we could
you know,
say.
Go Knicks.
Knicks suck. Fuck the Knicks.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Peace out, guys. Thanks.
Let's go.